So let's go into the ancient wisdom and the modern application. So let's have a look. I talk and I'm very passionate about the ancient mystery school teachings, ancient Egypt and their magic, and Egyptian Tantra and Heka magic, and what they believed in. And you know, talking about how I was talking about the history, these priests and priestesses of ancient Egypt, they knew the power and the full spectrum of full women's full feminine pleasure. They knew the spiritual power in this vital life force. They knew that the body, a woman's body, contained multiple gateways to the divine, to God and Goddess, through lovemaking, through self-pleasure, through activating doorways and portals within the woman's feminine body. This is what they knew. This is the ancient mystery school teachings, and as I was saying, how it slowly didn't get lost, it just got hidden, because this knowledge was for elites, for the initiates. So it wouldn't go into the hands of the wrong hands, or hands of dark power and those that would manipulate these teachings for their own personal power, their own personal gain. You know, and the priests and priestesses, this is the thing that they knew. They knew the first line of initiation was know thyself. And one of them in that was they knew their own gifts. Each priest and priestess had their own unique blueprint and gift. They knew the different healing modalities. They knew the different connections to the portals, the dimensions, to the divine. They all had a unique gift to give, and they did this through unlocking this portal, this gateway, bringing that sexual energy of being human, having a human experience of pleasure and magic, of power in its purest form, in its joyfulest, erotic, eros form, and bringing it to the heart, and then bringing it to the subtle, higher energies to meet heaven here on earth, to bring heaven on earth through the heart portal. And we do this all with knowing thyself, is to be able to understand that sexual, powerful life force. And we do it all through different techniques that I'm going to be teaching you later on through the series. So they practice sacred sexuality, not just for physical pleasure, but for spiritual enlightenment, a spiritual technology. They did this to generate life force, to create Heka magic, to heal stored trauma in the body. They knew to access higher states of consciousness through these techniques, through these teachings, through activating these the eros, or the life force. They would be able to connect with the divine feminine power, and they would be able to create and manifest in the physical world with either through sex magic, Heka magic, being able to will this energy in the way of love, going with the flow of nature and the universal law, to empower the world and humanity. So they had this absolute ancient wisdom and power that they possessed, that they knew. And these teachings are here, and I'm so passionate about teaching this because this is what you're here for, and this is what I'm here to teach you, or to help you remember, to reawaken and reactivate this in you, to be able to teach it to your people in your world and to change the world as well. So this wisdom was passed on, like I said, to the initiates, to the elites, and it was hidden from those that would suppress the feminine wisdom. So those that would use it for ill intent. Like I said, it was never truly lost because it was lived in the body, and it was still taught throughout the ages, but underground. And it's only, I mean, even witchcraft, even in the 60s, it only just slowly started coming out. I remember when I was a little witch in my 20s, it was still like the covens were very hush hush, and we were still a little bit quiet, and there was only a few witchcraft books. Now everything's exploded, everything's available to anybody now, thanks to the internet and thanks to freedom of speech and freedom of being yourself. We're not prosecuted anymore. But this was, this remembrance was lived in the body. This was embodied and carried out. And this was taught in circles, taught in feminine circles, goddess circles, and it still lives in your cellular memory. It still lives in you, this remembrance. So I'm hoping, and I know that this will reawaken and reactivate and stir something within you, within your bones, to come out, and for you to already be here. You already are stirring, you're already rising, you're already awakening. So you're already on the path, and I'm going to teach you all I know. So